Hi, Bronwyn. Welcome back to the podcast. Season 15 premiere. I need to ask you all the questions about it.
Okay, I can't wait.
Wow. The end of episode 1 was shocking.
My name is Braunwyn, and I'm an alcoholic.
Okay, my first question is, how did you guys even keep this under wraps so well? I mean, I feel like our little Bravo superfan sleuths out there always sort of figure out these bombshells before they happen, and I had no idea this was coming. And I work at Bravo, so you would think I would.
I think people did know. I know for a fact some of the Bravo fan sites did know because I'm friends with them. And they had, it's such a sensitive topic that they had enough respect and humanity to keep it to themselves. Yeah. But, like Faces by Bravo, Real Moms of Bravo, they knew my story, mixing it with Monty, and they've held on to it this whole time. They've been a great support system to me. So I think as much, fun and crazy as this big Bravo family has, it really comes down to it. We do have a lot of respect for each other, and we do support each other.
I would love for you to walk me through the timeline of when you made the decision to stop drinking. Where was that in the point? Was it in between seasons? Was it before filming started? Was it right as that happened?
It wasn't a linear progression. This is not my first time trying to get sober. I've been to rehab before about 10 years ago. So this was not a linear progression. I had some issues over the summer where I knew I had to cut back, that I was getting out of control, and that didn't last long. And then it kind of snowballed where I would try different things. Okay, I will only drink on the weekend. I'll switch to beer. And I tried to manage it for a long time. And then at the end of January, I had a really bad brunch with some school moms at a restaurant here, where the next day I woke up and asked my friend, did I do anything, that I should know about? I was blacking out a lot. And he said, yeah, honey, you did. And so I went to Miami for Rick's 60th birthday party with every intention not to drink. And it lasted maybe 5 minutes. And by the last night there, I'd been drinking probably every half an hour around the clock, hiding it from Sean. I'd been hiding alcohol in my house for about, 2 or 3 months at that point. And I couldn't go more than half an hour without drinking, without shaking. So I had a moment of clarity and I walked out. It was probably 4 a.m. and I said, Sean, I can't stop drinking. I need your help. And he literally sat on me while I went through detox. And then I had to fly home. And he said, look, if you have one more drink, you're going straight to rehab. And I didn't want to be away from my children. So I came home. I detoxed, which is not a great idea. And I don't recommend anyone does this. Dangerous. But I detoxed at home. And the next day, I met with production and I kind of said to them, hey, I'm trying to get healthier. I need to quit drinking, but I didn't really tell them the truth.
God.
And then I went on a ski trip and I reached out to Captain Sandy and she really clarified it for me, which was, you had no problem getting drunk on camera. Why do you have such a hard time getting sober? And I told her the truth, because what if I fail? And she said, look, do it. You're going to be accountable. So Captain Sandy was really instrumental in me calling up my producer and saying, hey, here's the truth. I'm an alcoholic. I'm going to get sober. I'm going to try, and we're going to do it on camera, and we're going to do it right. We're going to show the full story. And they just said, okay, we're here.
Wow. I mean, I do feel like it made it harder on yourself, having to go through filming, because there are so many situations with these women where alcohol is around.
I think in the promo, you see one party in particular where I was 30 days of not drinking. As I say, I wasn't sober yet. And I lost it and I spiraled. And you follow me that day. You follow me home. You follow me to my first community support meeting. And I mean, the viewers literally come everywhere with me on this journey. I didn't say no to the cameras. I let you guys into everything. And some of it's very raw and some of it's very beautiful, but it's all very honest.
Was there ever a point in filming where you maybe even said to a producer, like, I can't do this anymore, like, I have to stop filming?
Oh, yeah. I think my exact words were, F you, get out of my house.
Do you remember what moment it was in filming that made you just so ready to quit?
That trip to Miami was really bad. I knew the cameras were coming back, and I knew I couldn't manage this anymore. I was blacking out a lot. I was literally drinking every half an hour. And I don't know if it started as I'm going to get sober forever, but it quickly became I have to be sober forever. I can't drink anymore. But definitely that party at Shannon's house that we see on repeat and the promos, that day changed my life.
Mm. It does seem like as I'm watching more and more from this season, your husband, Shawn, seems to have unending patience for you and sort of strength as you're going through this. I mean, because we see you go through it and he just seems so solid. I mean, is he a saint or are we just seeing the best from him?
Shawn is not a saint. I think alcoholism is a family disease.
Yeah.
There's definitely an enabling. He goes to a community support meeting for that too. There's a lot of dynamics when someone in your family gets sober. It's not just me, it's the kids, it's Shawn. He is a source of endless support, more than I could ever say. Is he a saint? No, but he's pretty damn close.
Yeah. He clearly comes into the drama, comes into the fold because of these text messages that Gina had talked about last season. And it comes up again this season. What is it that made you so upset by Gina saying that maybe she felt like he was coming on to her?
I think one, it was just rude because that's obviously not what was happening. And for her to think something about someone that was trying to take care of her when she was too drunk to take care of herself was just rude. When someone offers kindness to you, you don't turn it around like that. He really was trying to protect her that day and get her home safe. I mean, it was bad. Not that I'm judging. I was in the same condition. It was after the tea party last year. We all went out after. So for someone to be so kind to you and then for you to turn around and make it something else, that was weird. I've actually never experienced anything like that. It's still weird to me. Even after all of this, I still don't understand how she thought that. That's just a place that I would never go to when someone's nice to me. But, Gina has a very different background than me. So maybe she doesn't know what kindness looks like. But, there's that.
Do you feel like it's also maybe you being so open about you and Shawn and your relationship last season? Do you think that it's also given the ladies license to sort of say things like that? The phrase "in the lifestyle" has come up this season.
Absolutely not. My sexuality is mine. I'm attracted to women. I'm attracted to them. And for me to think that just because I'm attracted to women means I'm attracted to all of them or I'm a predator is very condescending.
Right.
And I actually think it really hurts the LGBTQIA community to say that I would do something like that. Does Shawn support the fact that I'm bisexual? Absolutely. And that's amazing of him. But to assume that just because my sexuality is different from yours means that it's something inappropriate or predatory-ish, that's actually very demeaning. And that really, really puts people that have fought so hard to come out back, 50 years. That actually really does bother me. I hadn't really thought about it till you mentioned it, but that actually really does bother me that my sexuality is something that's up for debate in 2020.
Yeah, maybe it's just my own personal knowledge of people who are ethically non-monogamous, and they do say that being open about it, it makes everyone feel like, oh my god, well, are they hitting on me? And it's like, no, chill out. It has nothing to do with you. Like you said, it's your sexuality.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely am attracted to women, but it's a very certain type of woman, and Gina's not it. Not even
Yeah.
close.
Okay, while we're on the subject of Gina, this has been bothering me since I saw the super tease, and I'm hoping you can shed light on this. Sometimes when we're watching super teases and stuff and everyone's angry and they're saying stuff and you're like, wait, what? I didn't understand what that person is saying. You and Gina are clearly arguing and she says something to you that sounds like, you're sad bitch a wow wow. What is she saying?
Sloppy chihuahua. So the reason they kind of had a hard time editing is what you don't hear is her saying, go have a drink, bro, and go have another drink. And what I respond with, I'm 30 days sober, you bitch. And I don't think they obviously wanted to let that little grain of truth out before the first episode.
Yes.
So they definitely had a hard time editing it, because that was I was 30 days sober. And that was how they found out, with the exception of Shannon and Emily, was her yelling at me to go to the bar. You're a drunk, go to the bar, bro, and have another shot like you always do. And my response was, fuck you. I'm 30 days sober, you bitch.
That's a good line to have, though, at the ready, for you.
And I'm having a premiere party. I have a drink named the Sloppy Chihuahua.
It's a sloppy chihuahua. That's what it is. That's amazing. Okay, so I know Kelly just got married this weekend. Were you there?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Kelly and I are diametrically opposed at the moment.
Yikes. Are we going to see that play out this season?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Quarantine physically brought us apart, but mentally it just, really did a number on us. And a lot of people for 2020. I think what you see is pretty indicative of the country as a whole.
Right. Is there anyone that we might be surprised to see you get close to this season?
Gina and I made a lot of headway, I would say. I think we did make a lot of headway, but I'm currently not speaking to anyone on the cast.
Wow. Because
not that surprising. I have a big mouth and very strong views. And, I do live a life that isn't as conventional as other people. I live in a very conservative town, and I'm not a conservative person. And I've gotten to a point now, I think sobriety really pushed me there, where I'm not hiding anything about myself anymore. I know who I am. I know what I want. I'm comfortable in my own skin and my own choices. And it doesn't make everyone comfortable, but that's okay. Like I've said before, you don't have to support me, but get out of my way.
Wow. Well, I'm so interested to see how that will continue to play out. I mean, we don't just have the show, we have off the show and the time in between filming and the reunion. So
yeah, a lot of things have happened to me since filming quit. We kind of touched on them at the very end of the season, where I was going, what direction was happening. Obviously there's been a lot of whisperings about the state of my marriage. And I will say this.
Yeah.
I am honest about everything. And I will explain everything when the time is right. But everything I'm doing right now, I am really happy with my choices. And I can honestly say 100% I'm 42 and I've never been happier than I am right now.
Oh, well, now I just want to know what all those choices are. But I understand that when the time is right, you'll be open about that.
100%. Absolutely. I promise everyone, as the story unfolds, I will not hold anything back.
That's amazing. Obviously there's so many more things to ask, but I just so appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. And I will say that it's so nice that you've been so open about this journey getting sober on camera. And I'm sure that was a tough decision, but I think it was the right one, because you're going to be helping so many people.
It really has been a beautiful thing. And I just want to give a shout out to Lala, to Leah, to Captain Sandy. I have had such amazing support from this Bravo family. And I really just want to give a shout out to everyone, because I didn't do this alone. I had help and advice from so many other people in this, world of ours. And I'm so grateful every day. So grateful.
Thank you so much.